Hey everybody, we are here for the dark moon, and it's an extremely important dark moon. I'm going to get into all of that, why it's so great you're here and why it's so great to do this practice today. But before we begin, I want to tell you about something that I have starting on Sunday, which I think is kind of amazing. It's going to help a lot of people to change their life. If you want to change your life specifically, if you want to change your job, and you want to do something more spiritual. And I've got really three different sort of people in mind. Someone who just can't stand their job and is looking for a way out. This could actually become something that will help you find a new job. Maybe you can go down to a few days less a week and supplement your income with the sort of thing that I'm going to be teaching. It's for anyone who loves their job but just wants to earn more money. I know there's plenty of you out there. And it's also for people who already work as healers. I should say this is all a very spiritual kind of bent in this job. So if that sounds like you, if you're a healer and you'd like to expand or scale your business, then please just put Moon Call in the comments. You can see where it says Moon Call, I think, on the screen. Let me see if I can get the little thing working. There we go. Comment Moon Call. And I'll send you a link which you can look at after we have done our dark moon work here. But it is going to be, I think, a pretty amazing masterclass. Oh, and did I mention it's free? It's free. All right, so let us begin. We are talking about the dark moon today. It's when everything just crumbles away. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to actually give you a whole lot of arguments as to why it's so important, not just to watch this video and not just to do a little bit of the chanting that we're going to do, but also to actually understand why it's so important to get rid of negativity in your life and clutter and anything that's kind of like blocking your pipeline, okay? Because tomorrow we get the new moon eclipse in Virgo, okay? So this dark moon is actually extra powerful for the simple reason that it is the second new moon in Virgo in a row tomorrow. Last month we had the new moon in Virgo. This month we have another new moon in Virgo. The first one took place at about, I think, 0 degrees of the zodiac of Virgo, and this one's taking place at 29 degrees of Virgo. Each sign has 30 degrees in it from 0 to 29, so it's the last of Virgo. But not only that, not only do we have this second new moon in Virgo tomorrow, it's an eclipse, okay? So a new moon eclipse is an amazing time to start all over again. And so this new moon really is one to work with. So let's talk about Virgo energy. One of the biggest things about Virgo is it's about being healthy, it's about alternative health, it's about getting things organized. You know, Virgo is the sign of the person who gets things all in order. It's not a very nice word, but you get the picture. We all have Virgo in our chart somewhere. Think of, when people say he's a real bean counter. In other words, he's really got really picky and gets all the stuff in the right place. Virgo is very much about that. Virgo is very much, the sign that comes along with a white glove and sort of touches something to see if there's any dust on there, okay? And that's very much Virgo energy. So what I wanted to do today was actually really encourage you, whatever else you're doing for the rest of the day or the rest of the night, depending on where you are, or maybe you're watching this first thing in the morning just before you race off, is to do some decluttering, even if it's just spending 20 minutes going around your house with a garbage bag and throwing away anything that is rubbish, that is no good. Or if you've already done that, good on you. Go around and just do a bag full of stuff that can go to the charity shop that you just don't want anymore. I'm going to give you so many good reasons as to why you should do this. But let me say, it's extra important to let go. And as you let go of stuff, also we're going to think about letting go of any toxic relationships, toxic situations, anything you've been through, because this is the dark moon before the eclipse. It's the time to let everything go. It's our last chance to clear the decks before the eclipse. So reasons to declutter now, and we are going to declutter, I hope, I will do some decluttering before the new moon eclipse. It reduces stress, it brings clarity, and it boosts energy. Now, I'm going to go into those first two, then we're going to do a chant, and we'll talk about the third one, and then I'm going to give you some actual science behind this. So, as you will hear, research shows that releasing clutter lowers your cortisol. Having clutter all around you raises your cortisol. Cortisol is a blood serum indicator, stress indicator, okay? So if you're very stressed, they take your blood, your cortisol will be high. If you're chilled out, your cortisol will be low. Clearing your space makes you calmer, less anxious, and more peaceful. But wait, there's more, okay? We also have when we meditate, when we declutter, look at that, when we're meditating, it also becomes easier to meditate. When we declutter, we actually find that we get more clarity in our life, okay? Now, what's clarity good for? Clarity is good for knowing what you want, okay? And what is knowing what you want good for? It's good for manifesting, okay? Because when your head is just all over the shop, it's very hard to manifest. Okay, so a decluttered space equals a freed up mind, and you will have better focus and you will be a better manifester. So before we go into the third one, which is about raising your vibration, I want to just actually help you raise your vibration. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a chant to Goddess Kali. Now, she is the goddess of destruction. Okay, so we are going to call Kali in to help us let go of any negativity in our lives. That's the chant there, Om Kaliye Namaha. Basically, we're just calling Kali in to destroy any clutter, any negativity, to help us with decluttering, to help us with moving on from any toxic situations in our lives whatsoever on this very powerful dark moon the night before the second new moon in Virgo in a row, which is an eclipse. All right, so let's chant together. You can chant silently or out loud depending on your situation where you are right now. Here we go. Om Kaliye Namaha. Om Kaliye Namaha. Om Kaliye Namaha. Just breathe. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. So what we did actually was we just raised our energy. And that is the third really good reason to clear clutter, is because it actually raises your vibration. You're not surrounded by clutter. You're not surrounded by stress. You will raise your vibration, and that will make you a better manifestor. That will make you someone who's more likely to attract whatever it is you want into your life. And I wanted to just give you a little bit of woo-woo and a little bit of science about the importance of doing this. And I know, we've got the new moon eclipse coming very shortly after this. This is about 24 hours away. But whatever you can do some cluttering and commit to doing more cluttering. I don't think I mentioned this. No, I didn't mention this. A really, really good trick is to set a timer for 20 minutes or half an hour. I always ask Alexa, set a timer for 20 minutes. Or else I put music on for 20 minutes, or you can just do it on your phone or whatever, and just clear up for 20 minutes. Because then you're not like, oh, this is taking forever or whatever. It's just 20 minutes out of your life. Just go and clear the kitchen or clear the office or clear your bedroom, do whatever it is. So yeah, Feng Shui and Vastu. So Vastu is really the mother of Feng Shui. They are, both of them, highly, highly recommend clearing energy. If you don't know what they are sort of the ancient art of furniture placement, but it's all about getting rid of your clutter to get rid of stagnant energy in your life. Let it go and let it flow. And I did want to just give you a little bit of science, just because so you know I'm not just talking out of my hat. So for example, the 2021 study, Exploring Associations Between Clutter and Wellbeing, found that people's sense of psychological home and how cluttered they feel both strongly predict their well-being. If someone feels their home environment is cluttered, that correlates with lower life satisfaction and more stress. I mean, what more do you want to know? Okay, maybe you want more. Princeton University, Ivy League, Princeton University research suggests that messy or chaotic environments reduce bandwidth, your ability to focus, and also increase cognitive load. So it's like, oh my God, I can't cope. And I can say I actually still have a bit of clutter in my house. Just had 7 weeks at the lake in this tiny little chalet. I can basically see the whole chalet from my chair, apart from the upstairs where I sleep. And, you know, it's just so calming because there's nothing to do. There's no clutter. Decluttering has been linked to lower anxiety and better mood. You know, pause it if you're watching the replay. If you're watching the live, I'm sorry. I think that's enough information. It's good for us to get rid of clutter. So hand on your heart chakra and just commit here. For my own good, I'm going to clear the clutter. Just repeat after me silently or out loud. For my own good, I'm going to clear the clutter. So be it. All right. Okie dokie. And a few practical tips. Well, I said start small, 1 drawer, 1 room, 1 digital folder. Or like I said, you know, Alexa, set a timer for 20 minutes if you've got an Alexa, you know, or, you know, Spotify, play for 20 minutes, whatever, timer on your phone, start small. Every piece of stuff, do I love it? Do I need it? Does it spark joy? And if not, let it go. Now, why am I going on and on about this? Because this is our last chance, okay? This is our last chance to get rid of stuff. And as you get rid of the stuff, I'm going to ask you to please also get rid of the negativity, you know, especially like imagine you've got a whole lot of stuff from an old relationship. Just let it go, you know. You've got your old boyfriend's, I don't know, 3 t-shirts and 5 pairs of socks that he never picked up. Put them in the bin, take them to Goodwill, okay? This is our last chance to do this dark moon work before the eclipse tomorrow. And before we say that affirmation, I just want to do one more chant. And you know how in the movies people surrender their passport when they're in trouble? I have to surrender my passport. Well, we are going to surrender all negativity, all upsets, any disappointments, any resentments, any toxic situations. We're just going to let them go. We're going to do Om Namo Narayani, and then we will do that affirmation together. Here we go. 3 times. Om Namo Narayani. Om Namo Narayani. Om Namo Narayani. So are you feeling it? Can you sense how good it is to just let stuff go? And do you promise to do a little bit of clearing between now and tomorrow, the new moon eclipse, when I'll be back to talk about the new moon eclipse? Do you promise? If you promise, just put the word promise in the comments for me. Go on, I'm waiting. I promise. P-R-O-M-I-S-E. There we go. All right, okay, so nearly finished, just 2 more things. Number 1, I want to do this little affirmation together, okay? Just say it because intention is everything. Here we go. Repeat after me, silently or out loud. Under this dark moon, I release what no longer serves me and maybe never did. I make space for new blessings, clarity, and abundance. And we'll just do it again together. Under this dark moon, I release what no longer serves me and maybe never did. I make space for new blessings, clarity and abundance. So be it. Right, and I knew Virgo is about service. Okay, Virgo, new moon in Virgo, eclipse tomorrow, moon's in Virgo right now. Virgo is about service. It's about your everyday life. It's about the little things you do in your life that make it better, like clearing away the clutter or letting go of negative relationships. It's about detoxing, but in a very sort of healthy way. It's not a plutonic detoxing. It's a get healthy detoxing. And so I'm calling on anyone who would like to detox their working life, who wants a new job, who wants to spend their days doing something different, who wants to be of service to their community, who wants to help themselves as they help others. If that sounds like you, come to my free masterclass. It's called Moonology Calling. It starts tomorrow. The first lesson is all about moving from feeling stuck to actually getting started doing a job that you love, or just making a bit of money on the side, or if you're already a healer, expanding your services, expanding your offering. Comment Moon Call in the comments and you will get a message from me with a link, or just go straight to mooncalling.com, and you will get everything you need to sign up. And as I said, it's free. All right, thank you so much. Have an amazing dark moon, and I will speak to you tomorrow for the new moon update, I hope.